What is up, planet Earth and beyond? It's me, JJ here, coming at you with another update on my mock video. We've gone ahead and did a little more rock work here and a little bit more over here. And as you can see, there's quite a bit that I'll showcase here in a minute. But really excited with how everything's turning out so far. So let's get into that. Gonna start off this week with building up a little bit of the rock work here. Still a lot of rock work left to go. Going to get as much of that done as possible. And we're going ahead and gonna add some windows to the top of this a little bit, expand it out just a little bit here. Really excited for that. One of the things that's taking so long with this build is the constant rebuilding. So I designed this section of the wall here, but I don't love it, and so we're going to go ahead and redesign it. And with that, I came up with this. Just so much more detailed. I really like it all around. So that's what we're going to go with instead. Okay, so to get the shape I want to go along this cool Technic piece, my goal is to take a bunch of these and line them up and have them go around. In order to do that, I have to separate this piece from this. And this is really weird and doesn't feel so unnatural, but I get to unscrew Lego pieces. So this just feels weird. I'm glad I have the right size screwdriver here, but it doesn't feel natural. I've never done anything like this before. But I'm really glad that this piece exists to give me the shape that I'm hoping to acquire. This bolt's wanting to strip. And then we'll separate it. And I think technically it's 3 pieces because this piece is rubber, but we're not worried about that. What we want is these. 1 down, 7 to go. And here we're just going through and we are tiling off the center for the bridge. I lost most of the footage here, unfortunately, but you get a few seconds of what starting the bridge looked like in the process here. So just a lot of tiling, and then most of it is snot brick, similar to the bridge of the first one I built. The biggest difference in this bridge is going to be the giant hole that I have going through the center that you'll see here. And this is what that looks like finished off. I'm still working on the base to hold everything up, but really pleased with how this is looking thus far. I still need to add all of the side panels here. I just received those in the mail today. Hopefully I'll have time to put those on by the next update. Alright, and then here we have the internal workings of the bridge. Going to be tiling off all of the edges here that aren't going to attach to the main base here. So unfortunately I lost most of my footage of me building this bridge, but this is what I spent the majority of my time on this week. I did get a little more rock work in, but this is going to be about the summary of the video here. I'm really pleased with how things are looking. If you'll notice, the table looks different, and that's because I'm no longer actually working on a table. I just went ahead and put it on the ground. Unfortunately, my tables just, even with the new table, can't support the length of the new bridge as well as the old bridge, and it's just, I feel like this is a much more sturdy layout, and so the lighting is terrible. I apologize for that. I am trying to get the best lighting I can here, but as for right now, the lighting is just atrocious. I did end up getting in some more of these, so this will kind of give you an idea of how this wall is going to go when it comes down over here. I am most likely going to have to expand this to get it to where these have a much more fluid shape. They're a little bigger than I intended them to be. I'd never seen this piece in person, so I'm going to have to probably extend that out a bit, and I'll probably extend this out. As you'll notice, there's kind of a gap here that's pushed back, so when I extend this side out, I'll probably bring it back and have this part of the build be a little bit further back when I expand this, that, and then a little bit there as well to try to get more of a fluid shape going here. But really pleased with how this is turning out. I just did not have very much time to work on the video this week, but I did the best I could with the time I had. I really love the way this bridge looks. If you'll notice, it's slanted underneath, which makes the bottom almost disappear as compared to the other bridge, which really sticks out, unfortunately. It's just very noticeable, very thick. It has to be much taller than this bridge, which is part of the problem. I thought about sloping it in like I did with this one to kind of give it that illusion that it's much thinner like it is in all of the reference material, but that's a lot of dismantling and rebuilding that I really don't know that I want to do right now. So we'll see how that goes in the next couple weeks. But kind of a shorter update this week, just super busy with life and work and the whatnot. But thanks so much for watching. I do plan on building mechs. I had planned on building a couple this week, but I just didn't have the time to do so, unfortunately. So more mechs are coming though. Keep leaving your suggestions down in the comments. I'm going to be building a couple of them. One of you might have convinced me to build one, even though it's not part of this specific scene. We'll see. So till next time, guys.